Anything else that you want to ask or discuss about Demon Souls?
Oh, dang. I wish I thought about this beforehand. Uh, I don't know. Oh, since you already beat the game, what did you think of the old hero?
Old hero. Which world was he in?
He's the second boss for the Shrine of Storms 4-2.
So the
He's
second
the
boss
blind one.
for the
World
second
4,
boss
Shrine of Storms.
dinosaur. Second boss for world four. Um, the old hero. Have a look. Um, yeah. I thought that was really good. I really enjoyed that one. 'Cause basically what I did is, I think I tried out like a bunch of items, and I think like featuring and things like that, and it, I got it so that it was harder for him to detect me. Um, Initially I found it really hard,
Oh,
and then like I think I tried him like 3 or 4 times, and then on like the fifth time I tried a new sort of inventory, and I got through it.
oh. So, hang on. You said you used items on him. What
Oh,
items
so I
did you
mean,
use?
like I equipped like I equipped I think the feat ring, and there's some other ring or item I equipped, and it makes it on it. There's a spell. There's a spell that I use where it makes it harder for enemies to detect you. And yeah,
Huh. Okay. Yeah, cause I pretty much just fought him head on. I mean, I would take advantage of the times when he couldn't,
yeah.
see me and wait for him to attack and then slash at his back. But otherwise, yeah. Otherwise, my only major gripe with him is just that he kills you incredibly fast. Like, you know how
Yeah,
the enemies in the first level, when they drain all your stamina, you like fling back because they break your guard? Well, he doesn't do that. He sort of like cuts through all of it and then like does 80% of my health
oh,
anyways, and
yeah.
it's like kind of lame.
Yeah, there's a trick to it. I just can't remember what it is. I think um how many times have you tried to beat him so far?
Oh, it took me 5 attempts to beat him. The first time, someone said use poison on him, so I started throwing, or was it a sec? Whatever. Someone left a note saying try poison on the next enemy, so I started throwing my poison knives at him,
Yeah,
and I think I threw like 4 or 5 of them, but it didn't
yeah.
work.
I tried the same thing. It didn't
And
work for me either.
yeah, it either takes a lot more than 5 knives, and the other thing is that the character, they're so slow when they throw things.
Yeah,
Because I don't know how to describe it. It's like they throw it like a softball toss, and then they take forever to move even after they've already thrown the knife halfway across the room.
yeah. It's a bit like that. Yeah. Um, what did you think of 401? It's the one with all the skeletons in it.
Oh yeah, the Stalfos, the spinning
Yeah,
dancing Stalfos. Yeah, they're funny. 4-1 I liked. I liked the fake wall thing, and that sort of worked its way into the first parts of 4-2. I kind of liked that.
hmm
And the way they did there was one part where they did the traps where you can actually see the arrow slit before you step on the white thing. That made me feel smart. Like, I know there's a white thing, but I see the trap. Because the idea was the first one, it shoots the arrows right in front of you. You can easily just block. But there's a later one where they actually shoot it behind the direction you want to go. And I was able to see that and overcome the trap without getting hurt at all. And I felt good about
Oh yeah.
that. That was fun. The manta rays are kind of annoying.
Mm, yeah.
They're Well, they're more annoying in the second one, but in the first one, it definitely took me a while to get to grips with how to hit them because you it's hard to really gauge how far you need to shoot the arrows because the thing is the arrows they actually do fall down with gravity.
Mm.
So I don't know. It's one of the things that makes me wish I had a 3DS for this part so I can actually see how far things were.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Um,
Or maybe something like a charge hold where you could if you like hold back the arrow further it like tightens or some kind of line so that you could see where the arrow is going to go because past a certain point it's really hard to tell with far off things flying in the sky 100 however many miles in the air.
yeah, I know what you mean. The you came across the shopkeeper who's in the secret area. Yeah,
Shopkeeper in a secret area.
yeah.
I
So
did.
you know how you're talking about the invisible wall? In
Oh yeah,
that shop.
yeah, I
Yeah,
found him.
that shopkeeper is really good because I think well he's you can get to him pretty easily, and the skeletons drop a lot of souls, and you can buy a lot of the like the medium level moon glasses, so you can actually play through that part and stockpile a few healing items if you like, or get some more bows for your arrow. Because yeah, sometimes I would like just play that. I mean, I didn't do any grinding or anything like that, but I think at one point I needed arrows really badly, so I just went back there and I saved up and got like 400 arrows or something.
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't know you could buy that many.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same thing where I had to go back to him and buy like 30 more arrows off of him so I could shoot the manta things. Because the thing with the mantas is while they're hard to hit, or at least for the first part, they die in like 2 hits with the light arrows that he sells. So that's good. That in some ways that kind of makes up for it, but I just wish they weren't. I just wish they weren't so far away. Like the one that flies really close by over the gray demon, the big fat gray one that kills you at the beginning of the game. That one, better time shooting. Like really the only reason why I would miss it there is because I have to like anticipate the actual time it takes to shoot the bow. Because it's not like you push the button, they shoot it. They actually have to like physically pull it back and then let go of it. So
Yeah.
yeah. It's not like in Zelda where Link has the arrow at the ready
Yeah, exactly.
and then you push a button and then off it goes. It has a sort of a startup time. A cool thing though is that during that startup time you can actually like cancel out of it and then roll to the side so you can almost play it like a shooter.
Yeah.
I guess the only weird thing is where they decided to position the camera. It's like literally over the shoulder. Like not like Resident Evil 4, but I mean like you can see like half the character's head cuz it's like but you can't see their shoulder cuz it's like literally right on top of their shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird place to put it, but it's not.
Yeah, and the camera is a bit
It's not bad.
tricky. I think in some so in the what was it that we just played before? In 5.1, right? Like, and even in 5.2, it's so easy for something to get in your way, or to obscure your view, and then you can't and then you'll fall off of a ledge because you didn't quite have the best camera angle, and it's I don't know. I think um, I think that combine those kind of systematic issues like on the camera, or as you were saying, how it's a bit tricky to aim with the at the manta rays sometimes, and you put all these small little systematic annoyances together with the fact that if you if you die, then you have to start over, and it's just kind of like that really annoyed me in terms of the way it teaches the player, and there's so much like repetition.
Yeah.
And actually, if you took that part out of the game, or if you minimize it a lot, it's probably half the playtime, I think.
Yep, it would. Cause Like I know, for, like even like just this last session, even if we weren't exploring, getting everything, it did still take us like 30 minutes. So, and the thing is, I did die in 4-2. Oh no, I had to redo 4-2. Yeah, because you have to do the whole level over again whenever you lose to the
Yep.
boss. And even though you already like pick up all the stuff, it's still a while away, and sometimes you can still die because you're in a hurry. Because there's still enemies like the dudes who do the solar
Mhm.
beam, like those things still kill me in 2 hits, or
Yep.
sometimes in one when the
Yeah, and
game gets a
so
little
I
bit
mean, it's
weird.
kind of like Mega Man, but where each stage goes for like half an hour.
Yeah. See, the difference with Mega Man though, and that this is why I like it, is that at least with Mega Man, when you get to a boss, if you're really good and you go through the boss without losing any lives, you can just fight the boss right over again, at least until you run out of lives. You don't have to keep doing the whole level over again. That's why I never wanted to go back to 2-2. I didn't even get to the boss in that level, but those bear bugs were so boring to fight that's like I don't want to go through half hour of
Yeah,
this again.
yeah. 2-2 is a bit like that. Actually, 2-2 is kind of weird for me because so there are two branches at the start of the level, right? And one of them takes you to like this kind of mine area or this outside mine area, which is a reddy pink color. And then the second pathway takes you to this uh, like this big pit, and and what I did is I actually went like you can go down the pit, but it's kind of dodgy. I'm not sure if you've tried it. Like you know that giant pit where it's all kind of like green and there's all the yeah.
Yeah, I've never gone down there because I never wanted to risk it, but I know what you mean about like, because I was looking at it earlier where like this game has like a really weird floaty fall, and that's why sometimes like even earlier when we were needing to drop down on stuff, you have to like really like inch your way just off, and sometimes your character's like hanging 1 foot off the ledge or doing what I'm doing right now where it's like I'm standing on it by my heel
Yeah.
or
And
or floating in
um,
the air. I'm floating in the air.
what I would suggest, what I would suggest is going back up to 2-2 and then taking the right hand path and just practicing how to get down because there is actually a way down there and there is sufficient scaffolding at every point except for like the second to last hole. It's pretty much like you can get there every time. And once you get down there, you can basically walk like kill like two or three kind of mid-level enemies, and then you're right at the boss. And so what I did is like
Oh,
I was playing through it, and I got to the boss like really quite early, and I'm like, oh, this is weird. And anyway, I went back and I'm like, wow, there's this whole like I went back and I took the left hand route. Like, wow, there's this whole this whole reddish colored mining area, and there's this lava, and there's these little tunnels and everything. I'm like, wow, you can just like totally walk past that, and like
yeah.
there's no way like even now that I'd be able to get through um, the the outside mining area and then through the tunnels and then out one of the random tunnels and then into the boss area. Like it's just like yeah, it's kind of annoying. Um, I can't remember if you said before, but how far are you to the Tower of Latria? The
Oh, I
first
beat
one.
it.
So you've done the whole thing?
Yeah,
3-3?
the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, 3-3.
So
The old monk where the guy takes off his dress and
oh,
puts it on the
bugger
other guy's
off.
head.
Oh, bugger. Okay, because what happens is the old monk. Um, so if there's someone online, and if there's someone online, and if they are going to invade someone else's game and they're like just sitting around, then they will become the old monk.
Oh
Yeah, and so what happened
wow,
is on the first time
that's cool.
uh, I got up there, right? Like I hadn't even got through the fog, and the boss, like, the old monk, is at the edge of the fog, casting all these crazy spells that are breaking through the um, through the hitboxes and getting onto the other side and hurting me even before I got into the boss room. and so
Oh
and so
wow.
I got into this battle, right? And I didn't actually like I thought it was just like a CPU, like a bot. And so I'm fighting him for a bit, and then he kind of stops fighting me, and I stop fighting him, and we just kind of circle each other. And then, I go at it again, and then we have a bit of a break, and then suddenly these items start falling like on the ground everywhere. I'm like, what's this? And I pick it up, and it's like this like equipment that's so over leveled. I'm like, what is this? Um, I realized,
Wait, he was
yeah,
giving
yeah,
you his
yeah. Like he was
stuff?
giving me all this free stuff, like high level stuff. Like I still use it, right? I'm like, wow.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
and I'm like, okay. And so I pick it up and I equip it, and I start like really hacking into him. And then it's like we have another we have another pause, and we fight until real, and then he beats me. and like
Wow, that's
and
cool.
the whole time I'm like,
That's like the bad guy saying, "Here, use this sword. It'll help you to fight against me."
yeah, and like and so I beat that. And I'm like, wow, okay, that was kind of tricky. And then I play again, and I'm getting up, and then I see like all the messages on the screen where it's like player trying to enter your game, not successful, or like all those priming messages about the online play, which I didn't queue into before. And then I realized, oh wait, that guy was actually like a person. Oh, it's crazy. So yeah, so I've only really I've had that experience, and I did the level that we just did 5-2 with another character. And I hadn't planned for either of those events. But what about yourself? Have you done much online except for what we've done together?
Um, so far I've only been, as far as online's concerned, I've only been invaded twice and killed, and then kicked out of human form.
No.
And yeah, those aren't great. Um, but yeah, I haven't had anything. Oh, I think it was because I was offline. Yeah, because the PSN needed to update, and then I'd like I don't want to do it. But then it's like, oh, you can't actually get into the servers if you don't update it. So it's like whatever, I'll play it offline anyway. Because I didn't. At the same time, it's like I didn't want to get invaded. I also didn't want to, have people spoiling, the game for me. So that's why I did that.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
difficult.
now it makes me regret that I wish I didn't do that on the one level that would have been cool to do it on, to leave the online active.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. Maybe you can replay it on the level and give it a shot. But yeah, just leave your online on it like all the time. And yeah, actually, I just noticed that I can see your screen, and wow, your stamina is
Yeah.
off the charts. It's like maybe about 2/5 longer than mine.
Uh, mine's 149.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know what mine is. Sure, let's have a look. Um,
Yeah. From two other people who played this game, they told me that stamina was considered overpowered. And you can kind of just tell just by looking at it because it changes like five different, or not stamina, endurance. It changes like five different stats when you level it up.
hmm.
Whereas sometimes if you level up strength, it actually doesn't level up strength at all, which is kind of
Yeah,
weird.
that's interesting. Yeah, I'm at 110 with stamina. 878 for HP. Whoa, our HP is pretty close. I'm 878, you're 849. Yeah, vitality. Okay, so I'll just run through, like, I'll call out each of my stats. Vitality 23, intelligence 20, endurance, endurance
Okay.
20, strength 20, dexterity 16, magic 16, faith 17, luck 12, soul level 64.
Okay, yeah, it's mostly intelligence, and that's because you use magic, right?
That's right?
You need intelligence for
Yeah,
magic,
that's right,
right?
yeah. So,
Okay, so that's probably why the major difference there is I have not put anything in intelligence magic, faith, or luck at all.
Yeah. Hey, it looks like you got quite a few souls there. 61,000.
Yep, from the last two
Yeah.
bosses and all the enemies.
Yeah, you should go and um put
Yeah.
those in. Yeah. Did you want? I'm just thinking. Maybe we can do like another level, and I can drop you some special inventory if you want.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
you want to do in this level here or what?
I can't get there yet because I.
Oh, right. I gotta go
and
to
go back into. Go back into Nexus and then go into 5-2 on the level that we just played. And
Okay.
I'll drop a thing just here.
Actually, let me see if I can level
Yeah,
up.
sure, yeah.
So wait, where is she? Oh, there she is.
Actually, and once you've done that, we can see about the magic problem as well that you're having.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Okay, yeah.
Soul of the lost,
Endurance.
keep
Yeah,
drawn
see, look how much endurance changes. It fixes my equip burden, which affects how much I roll, and then it affects all these defense stats, and it affects how much stamina I have, which is, how much I can roll and attack and do anything. So that's why I like it. It's really good. Oh my god, I can go a third time. Vitality or... Well, I don't use this. I guess I'll just drop one for vitality. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, actually, and you might want to keep some just in case you can get the spells. Maybe from now on you can just because your overall physical stats are really good, so you might want to invest it into some spells later. Basically, yeah. Just go around and have a chat with him, and then we'll.
What do you
see
want,
what we can
brute?
do.
I have no use for miscreants like yourself. Away with you.
And that's
Yeah,
all he
just keep
says.
Going out the corner.
Kind of a...
What do you want, brute? I have no
Like-
use for miscreants.
Like just
Okay.
go forward. You see where the torch is in the background? At the second pillar in the background?
torches in the back.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The mage there, who just walked past.
Oh, you mean Freak?
I can't remember what his name is. I'm the one that you didn't talk to.
But at my age, I do not believe that I can be of help to
Talk
you.
to him.
But at my age, I do not believe that I can be of help to you.
Hey, how come you've already got?
Yeah,
How
that's
come
all he
you've already got
says.
the heal. So you have you got
I have the heal because I talked to...
Yeah.
Let me see. I talked to the guy that used to be here. There used to be another guy here, not this guy. He standed around here, and he was the miracle guy.
Okay. Yep.
And Yurt killed him, so I tore him a new asshole and then took his stuff.
Actually, yeah, I stumbled upon like an FAQ about Yurt. So what happened is, I was just about to get onto Yurt, but I missed, I couldn't find where some platform was that I had to fall down onto, and so I just checked the fact, and then I accidentally saw that, oh, if I don't kill him now, then he'll come through, try and kill the people in the Nexus. So like, oh, well, I better kill him now then. You died, huh?
But the other guy's still alive.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like, he's still alive, so yeah, he'll teach me miracles.
Is that you again?
Okay.
Do you have
Yeah, I'm not
further
sure, you
gifts
might
to
wanna-
offer?
Yeah, you might want to check with the other, like Google Wiki or something, and see if you can learn spells. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah,
I see.
as you can see, you've got quite a few spells, and you can, if you like them, then you can use them. I think they're pretty useful. Anyway, yeah, go back into 5.2, and I'll drop you a few things.
Okay. Alright, I'm here. Yeah, I think if you can see my screen then, I think the frame rate might be bad, but I think you might be able to see what I'm showing you right here. Is that when you just hold left on the stick, your character runs in a circle,
Yeah.
left or right, when you're not locked on. So, but the thing you might notice is that the character is actually closer to the edge in the direction that they're running to, which usually isn't how it works. So what's going on is that they have, the camera likes to lock your position, but it also has this lerp, so that it slightly drags behind, and then it slowly pulls you back into the center of the screen.
Mhm.
Now the only reason I bring that up is because I don't think that's kind of like I don't really think that's like the right way to do it, because if there's like an enemy to my, or if I'm just running to the left, an enemy can pop in that, what, 1/3 of the screen that I have to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because,
That's
and
really
I'm
good point.
pretty sure the way it works in Zelda, is that they don't do that. They keep Link in the middle of the screen. Like, he has the same thing where moving left and right, he sort of orbits the camera, but he's not as close to the edge like this.
Yeah, it doesn't create that blind spot.
Yeah. And then the other thing is that, you know, the way the lock-on works is different.
Yeah, it's really finicky.
And not just that things can be hard to target, but that in Zelda, because the way the lock-on in this game works is that it really wants to stay behind your back.
Mhm.
It doesn't keep that diagonal line like in Zelda to mitigate the conflict between the Z and Y axis. And this one is sort of like puts it like behind you like this, and then it puts it at a sort of oblique angle. And then it does this other thing where the closer you get, the more it like starts tilting down. Which I don't know why it does that, because it doesn't actually help.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was top down like this, okay, not that much, but it'd be something. It'd be more like a top down Zelda.
Yeah.
But it keeps it, the way it likes to frame the action is very weird. And it doesn't break space until it doesn't, God, let me get the words. Whereas Zelda breaks it into relative 2D space, this game, the lock-on, what it does is it makes it so that up and down always goes towards the enemy. Always. And then left and right is two-dimensional because you circle around them, which to me is a big difference. And it's also in a way some of the problem, and in addition to you being closer, tilts the camera down, which means you can't see like what's right behind the enemy that's like right in front of you. Like you can get a real good example of that in the stairs in 1-1.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah. And also the reason why I bring up the thing about the camera, like when you're circling around an enemy, the camera wants to stay behind your back. I bring that up because to me, one of the general principles behind like doing 3D camera, or at least with Zelda, is that the camera in that game generally does not like to move. And that's a good principle to abide by, because when the camera keeps like doing this, it keeps tilting up and down because you know you're backing away, then you're like trying to kite them. That's like not as good for conveying how far forward something is, versus it staying in the same angle and then you can see yourself move back and forth without it changing too much angle.
Yeah.
Also with those flying enemies, it does that thing I don't like where the camera sort of just goes up your
yeah.
ass and then you can't really
Yeah.
see it. Yeah, that happens with the man-eaters. So yeah, I think I listed
Alright,
all
yeah.
the things about the camera
So,
that I noticed.
let's have a look. Yeah, so if you can just move forward, then I can jump in and drop you some gear.
Where did you drop it?
Oh no, I mean, so if you let's have a look. If you go down the corridor and then you can buzz me in, and then I'll come in, and then I'll drop some items, and then I can, I don't know. Where are you at the moment? Are you still in the box? Oh no, no. Keep,
No,
keep going forward.
let's see it. Wait, is it because the boss is already dead that I can't summon you anymore?
Shouldn't be. Let's have a look. Okay, so you are out there. Okay. Go back to the Arc Stone, and then. Oh, okay. Yep. It just said that my soul sign has disappeared. I'm going to plant it right next to the Arc Stone. If it will let me. Yep.
Okay, I'm by the Arkstone.
Give me a sec. Okay, I can't put it next to the Arc Stone, so it's in the corridor. It'll probably take a minute or two just to sink in. So it's basically, you see where that red note is? It's just behind the red note. So if you turn around, just behind that one, and it should pop up in a second. Okay, it says my sign has disappeared. Okay, let's go out into the onto the cliff area. Okay, I'm just dropping it now. And it should appear hopefully pretty soon.
I just noticed there's actually blood on these walls.
I can see your shadow, but I can't. But I guess my thing isn't popping up yet. Have another look. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess it won't let me in. Okay, well, what we can do is I can drop you some stuff tomorrow. So
Okay.
what we'll do is let's have a look. I'm thinking 2-2. I can definitely get onto 1-3, and I'll try to get to 2-2.
Alright.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Cool.